the drag war is back! And it's going out with a bang! Get down!
This time we're kicking it off at Roadkill Nights, powered by Dodge. This is the event that we do every year in conjunction with Dodge, and we take over M1 Concourse in Pontiac, Michigan. We meet fans, welcome,
Hi guys.
Enjoy thrill rides in Hellcats, race in Demon Simulators, show off cars from the Roadkill fleet, and most importantly, have street-legal drag racing right on Woodward Avenue. We bring in some radical cars, and they can actually race for cash prizes. And then there's the show and shine, where people bring in cars that are frankly way too good for Roadkill. It's mind-blowing to us that 40,000 people are showing up for this thing. Roadkill Nights!
Again! I love those people.
Oh, this is an amazing event.
It is, and this time, it's not our fault if we lose as much, because we're not racing our own cars.
We're not racing Roadkill cars. We will do the celebrity shootout. The big deal at this event is drag racing on Woodward. Pretty much, we're gonna schmooze. This is what you've always wanted.
No responsibilities whatsoever.
None.
I love it.
We've got this tradition of bringing in professional NHRA racers Matt Hagan and Leah Pritchett to do burnouts on Woodward in their nitro-burning professional race cars. And so we thought to ourselves, you know, if they can come play at our party, why can't we go to an NHRA national event and race them? And so our scheme was to put together the Dragwar. Remember that car? It's our 74 Jag XJ12 that has a 383 small block Chevy and a 671 supercharger. And the whole idea here is to fix it up, drive 800 miles from Woodward all the way to Brainerd, Minnesota, where there is an NHRA national event just the next weekend. And there, we're going to go head-to-head against Matt and Leah. But first, we've got to race them right here at Roadkill Nights in the Dodge Celebrity Showdown, where they put us in brand new Challenger Hellcats and let us go head-to-head right on Woodward Avenue. This year, we've got myself and Finnegan, Leah Pritchett, Matt Hagan, Richard Rawlings, Bill Goldberg, Matt D'Andrea from CarCast, and Christy Lee from Velocity. We just drew chips to decide who's going to race who in the celebrity shootout in the Challenger Hellcats. And as it turns out, it's going to be me and Finnegan in the first round. And so one of us is going to be gone and the other's going to keep racing. Tires and lost to Finnegan in the first round, but I would pretty much let him win because of the victory last year.
I don't know if that was on purpose, but I don't care. I'll take it.
But now watch as it gets really interesting as Leah Pritchett races Richard Rawlings. He's gonna hit the wall. Okay, that's some vindication. Remember a couple of years ago when we raced the guys from Gas Monkey Garage right at our own Roadkill Nights event? They spanked us hard. But you know what we didn't do? We didn't hit the wall.
Oh, Richard.
However, Richard Rawlings did. He was right about one thing, though. It was really good for social media.
Yeah. He knows.
Now we're going to find out if Roadkill can actually spank an NHRA star. It's Finnegan versus Leah Pritchett.
Come on, baby. Go, 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 go. I think I just beat Leah in a drag race. Woo-hoo-hoo! She's shaking her head. I'd wager this is the best day at work ever.
Bill Goldberg beat Matt D'Andrea, and that means the final is going to be Goldberg versus Finnegan. So here we are in the final. Finnegan's actually made it. He's got his dream race against Goldberg, and it's starting to rain. Finnegan's out front!
Oh, baby, come on! No, don't lose to Goldberg!
It's Goldberg.
I can't believe I lost!
Yep, Goldberg drove right past Finnegan to take the win at the Dodge Celebrity Challenge at Roadkill Nights 2018. It's the day after at the Roadkill Nights battlefield. You can see all the people are gone, the vendors are picking up and stuff like that. And we are getting back to one of our original project cars, the Dragwar. It's a 1974 XJ12, and somebody had already swapped a small block in it, but we put the Wyand 671 blower on the thing. If you go back to the history of the car, I remember building the thing, and then later on, Finn and I drove it on Power Tour. We took it to Tulsa Dragway and ran the thing down the track. Finnegan says it ran in the 13s. I think it was in the 12s. The flashback footage will tell.
How long has it been?
I saw it at Zip Tie Drags when Dulcich tried to drive the thing. He's standing like this and he reaches in and hits the button and the thing fires up and takes off. And I, of course, thought that he had it in gear, but he's like, no, it was in park. Okay, ignition on.
Oh, that's we're gonna need the help of those people in that trailer over there.
Yes, we are.
You should stop that guy right now before he takes off.
Let's give it a shot. Okay. That worked well.
You know we're gonna need that battery.
Yep.
How long has this car been sitting?
Forever.
All right, freshie. All right, homie, hit it. All right, that's a start.
Yeah! What? Runs really bad.
Dude.
It ran.
The blower drive's a little noisy.
Yeah?
A little bit, and I just realized there are no headlights, so we need to drive really fast during the day. They're there, but they're not wired to anything.
Oh, yep. Sure enough, it moves in park.
Try that again.
Okay. Nope, still goes forward in park.
All right. Hey. It moves. Yeah, buddy.
I don't really trust it.
Is this yet another one without seatbelts? We might need those.
They won't let us run it if it doesn't have them.
It's not a good sign. It's probably out of gas. How far is it to Brainerd?
There's no gas in it.
I guess we just push it to the garage then.
Yeah. Are you actually pushing?
We were having some pretty good progress. We made the engine run, which is big for us. But then the engine decided to not run, and it's probably because it's out of petrol.
So here's what we know. The thing moves forward in park and reverse, but it does have neutral, and then it drives also in drive. So I don't think it's a shifter, because how would it move forward in park and reverse, but still have neutral? You know, it's doing something.
Yeah.
We should look at it.
Okay, that could be park.
That's park.
I mean, it could be.
It's all the way forward, though?
Yeah.
Okay, no, the shifter's fine.
All right, well, we have a brand new, perfectly good GearStar transmission sitting in a crate. Let's just put it in. Well, we were hoping it was just going to be the shifter not shifting, but as it turns out, no, there's something else wrong with the car, because it is indeed in park, but yet it still wants to go forward, which is never good. So we are taking the car apart.
Where's the drive shaft? Coming out. What we're doing is taking the exhaust off because it's too tight. The transmission won't come out between the pipes. So we have to drop the whole thing. Finally ready to actually pull this thing out.
There we go. All right, I like it.
Balanced?
Yeah. Are you all right?
Yeah, what did you do?
I think this cable was the only thing that was holding it up.
Thanks to my lightning reflexes.
Wow. And that's how you get a transmission out quickly and efficiently. He's still alive. We're fine. We're fine. Roadkill lives on.
New GearStar. GearStar is like the official transmission of Roadkill, and they always send us stuff that is way too good for our cars. This thing is just a Turbo 350, which is 3-speed automatic, same thing that came out of the car, but it's a level 4. This thing is good for 700 horsepower. We think at this boost level, the Jaguar is probably making 500 to 550 or something like that, so hopefully even we can't break this. And it has a Yank billet converter. It's supposed to be 3,000 stall. This thing is going to be pretty sweet. GearStar actually dyno tests all these things before they go anywhere. You don't have to guess how much fluid to put in it because they just give you the right amount and the converter's already filled and all that stuff. Hold that.
All right, so I'm gonna lift it up.
Transmission's pretty much wrapped up and we're putting the exhaust back on, which is exciting. I think all we're gonna do now is change the spark plugs, put fluid in the trans, and hit the road. Neutral, reverse. Oh, wait.
Ooh, that looks like park.
There.
What was the key?
You have to move the shifter over pretty hard and push it all the way forward.
So maybe Dulcich just didn't have it in park before. He just thought he did. All right, it's fixed. Let's go outside.
It's fixed. Let's go. Smoking a little. Ready to road test?
Oh, yeah.
That was reverse.
All right, we got one gear. Hey, there we go. We got drive. Thank you, GearStar.
Wow, this is hard to drive in sandals.
It is?
Yeah, because the brake pedal's so close to the gas pedal.
Oh, I guess
My
that means
sandal
I'm
gets
drag
caught.
racing then.
Oh, I'd already handed that over to you.
Really? You're gonna let me do that?
Absolutely.
Dude, you're gonna let me flounder in front of thousands of people at an NHRA national event?
I'm not going to be the one to Richard Rawlings the wall in front of an NHRA national crowd.
I don't know if I'm capable of doing what that man did.
I guess hit the road, right?
Sun is shining, Jaguar is running, we have multiple gears.
Will it shift? Yep.
Nice. It feels good.
Yeah.
Sounds good too.
I predict smooth sailing. I'm going to say it out loud. We're good.
I've never doubted you before, you know, except for those times I doubted you before.
Except for all the times in every episode.
You have crazy ideas. You smell that?
Yeah.
Burning rubber?
Yeah.
Tires rubbing?
Probably.
Keep going.
So we're headed to Muskegon because we're going to put this thing on a ferry across one of the Great Lakes. Which one is it? Is it Michigan?
It's the great one.
The great one.
Yeah.
Superior? Oh, wow. This handle's bad. Oh, that's spooky.
Yeah, and you're only going 50.
Yeah, it feels like I have no caster because the front end is up.
So we're mobbing down the highway, and then all of a sudden it just starts coughing and sputtering and barfing.
Oh, this thing is incredibly rich. Something is wrong. Mike thinks there's a chance that maybe the voltage regulator alternator is dead and we're just low on voltage. And so we're going to try that first because it's easy, because neither one of us wants to take off the blower scoop.
Tools. Oh, you're about to be smart, aren't you?
Yeah. Let's review who installed these spark plug wires.
Oh, that one's melty.
Yeah. It gets real rich when it's pumping raw gas through that cylinder because all the sparks go jumping to the header because it's burnt to a crisp.
Who's got the electrical tape?
That's what we need. Finnegan had to fix it and wrap it with, by the way, way too much electrical tape. But now I think we're actually solved and back on the road. I bet that's fixed.
Oh, yeah.
Your turn.
All right. I feel like Cheech and Chong right now.
I looked underneath it, it wasn't dripping. Roadkill fan. Whoa. We gotta pull over. That's gotta be the muffler.
Sounds like it.
Answer is muffler dragging on the ground. I think we just need to get some electrical wire and hang it. What happened here is that the rubber part of the muffler hanger just popped out from the metal part. No big deal. Gonna tie it back up with electrical wire. There we go, all wrapped up in a nice little bow.
On the road again.
My repair might not be very good.
No, you know, it's only every 10 or 12 feet.
Wow, I'm really not very good at this.
You can't tie a knot.
Yeah, that's missing again. I'm guessing your electrical tape melted through.
Yeah. But I really don't want to pull over.
Yeah, kind of sick of it.
Unless it involves a restaurant and an auto parts store.
Just when you thought we couldn't get any more skilled, we're averaging about 2 miles between breakdowns. Oh, that's looking great. Look at that. Good work, Finn.
We melted the boot off of this, repaired it with electrical tape, got about 3 miles down the road and melted it again. So we got a new boot on our old wire and this DEI heat shield sleeve that we're gonna slide over here. This stuff's awesome. That can go directly against the header and it will not burn through.
All right. You're missing moped burnout. Sweet.
That's why I like hanging out in auto parts store parking lots.
Wow, it smells good.
All right, now we're on a road trip.
Nothing's leaking.
I think the smoke is tranny fluid hitting the exhaust. We did work on a transmission, so...
Make anything leak?
Yeah. It's a bit more smoke than before.
Yeah. So the whole smoke situation inside this thing started bad and got worse. That and the muffler's dragging the ground again. Finnegan claims that my repair failed. It didn't. The other muffler fell down. But due to lack of hardware, we're gonna take our old antenna and use it.
David's under the car repairing his previous repair to the previous repair of the mufflers that were dragging on the ground. And while he does
No, it's the different one.
while he does that, sure it is.
It is.
I'm gonna wire up the headlights because those were cut off years ago when we put this monster radiator in the front of the Jaguar and hacked out the core support. So tonight we'll be fully legal with registration, insurance, and fully functional lighting.
Okay, smooth sailing.
Ah, my mind. We're already there.
We're rolling all the way.
Car's fixed. The bolts have actually. Yeah.
Does that work good?
Well, it was. You know, it was.
No, that's my food.
Right in your chips.
Wow, muffler didn't even graze the ground.
You're getting better at this.
The antenna repair was pretty good. You know what? Road trip feel just kicked in.
Oh yeah, sunset. It's 122 miles to Muskegon. We got a full tank of gas, an 871 supercharger. It's dark. Nothing can stop us. Nothing.
Man, we got in late last night, mostly because of our 8 breakdowns. But man, it was awesome. We're cruising along, probably speeding, and we get lit up. Cop pulls us over. Fortunately, we were really cool to him. Registration and insurance. It was pretty funny. This morning, we're gonna load this thing on a ferry and take it across Lake Michigan. Let's go. First off, we lived. The boat didn't sink, roadkill style.
We are good. So this is Milwaukee. I like it.
You don't want to work on it after that pleasant ferry ride, do you?
Not especially, but I can smell the exhaust up front, which means our collectors are leaking. And
I know.
Call me crazy, but I don't think it's going to pass tech.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Thing runs strong.
It really does. Tune is good. All we got to do is work on the safety.
Yeah. This is going to be a roadkill first safety list.
Oh, I think the NHRA are roadkill fans, and they're going to be impressed with this car.
I think they're just not going to let us regardless. We could pass all of this stuff. They'd be like, no. So what we're going to do right now, throttle return spring. I'm on it. We have to get the wheels and tires mounted with metal stems, secure the overflow, and I will check fluids, putting on new brake pads. And then sometime later in the program, when we're running out of time and in much worse moods, we'll do a massive header leak and installing a drive shaft loop.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot this thing has EBC rotors on it too. Finnegan has done so many brake stands of this thing that the brake pads are destroyed. EBC sent us more yellow stuff. Man, Jaguar makes this super easy. The other thing we have to deal with this morning is rubber valve stems. See how this tire has just that stem that pushes into the hole? Well, the NHRA requirement for cars that are quicker than 1199 are that you use the bolt-in style or nut-in style like this so they can't fly out. Now, this thing probably won't run 1199, but it has run 1250 with a slipping transmission. And now we're all gear start up. So who knows what could happen. New valve stems in.
It looks like the gasket blew out.
When the mufflers fell off multiple times, they were like dragging all of the weight off where the collector bolts to the header, and it just blew out a gasket. That's not a gasket anymore. Tires on, out of here. Okay, we could go to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, 241 miles, 3.5 hours. Works great. It's got a lot of traction with a lot of stuff in the trunk.
It really does.
I hope the exhaust has less falling off now. That last stretch beat me up. Unfortunately, this thing was popping and misfiring and banging, and we just stuck it out and cruised the thing like 100 miles in that situation, which was driving me nutso. Pretty sure it's got a bad vacuum leak. It might be something else, but that's a problem for the morning. We're not going to deal with it right now. We got roadkill fans over here at the hotel, and they're offering me beer, so bye-bye.
Another beautiful day.
It is Thursday, the last day that we have to actually arrive, although Mike thinks we can just do it sometime Friday. But we have tech tomorrow, and I'd rather not be late, but we probably will be, because this thing is running like doo-doo. We got to figure out why and fix it. So I'm going to use the flammable brake clean to check for vacuum leaks. Spray this around the base of the blower, and if the engine idles up, then that's where my leak is. Nope. So let's change the plugs. Let's not heat it up anymore. We didn't find a vacuum leak, so we're going through the plugs, and look at that. That thing is wasted with oil fouling.
My theory is that this engine has sat outdoors near the beach for years, and the cylinder walls rusted up, even though this was a brand new engine with like 3,000 miles on it, and our ring seal is pretty much gone. So, new set of spark plugs, go racing anyway, because roadkill is really a blueprint for what you shouldn't do with your life.
That spark plug fix went way faster than I expected, and so I'm going to try and work on our NHRA tech list. The slicks we're still waiting on because I got the wrong tire size in the back, so Finnegan's getting new ones. Brake fluid that we haven't handled yet. NHRA only lets you have 12 inches of rubber fuel line in the entire car, and I've got about 12 inches right there. So I'm going to take this piece of 3/8 hard line. Let's give that a shot.
Totally fixed. There's only like one thing left on that whole list.
And that is the drive shaft safety loop that we've been procrastinating on big time, and I'm not even going to do it because the rule says $11.99 or quicker on street tires. You don't need them, and I'm going to find out if they consider drag radial street tires.
I drive on them on the street, so...
We got caught in this gnarly rainstorm. We could not see at all, and I was getting drenched. But the agenda claims that we're an hour from the track, so we should be able to make it. Maybe with 2 more sets of spark plugs. We've been pretty much going through a set of plugs every 2 hours. How come we can never get it right? It's like we had a great engine and a slipping transmission. Now we have a great gear star and a wrecked motor.
You just can't let these things sit for years.
I know.
Without oiling down the cylinders and keeping them from rusting.
Okay, here comes 7. That's not firing.
Wow, look at that. It is totally caked.
And it's weird, there's nothing out here on the metal, but the porcelain is just caked.
Melted motor oil. That's what that is.
Ready? 1 hour. We can do it.
In theory.
Wow, look at that.
We have exhaust leaks. Hear them? That all came out of the headers, dude.
This is junk. I'm glad we picked this one. Maybe the Impala runs pretty good. We can take that.
Too late. I'm already in love.
It'll be great in tech when we fire it up to leave and it just smoke screens the whole building.
Let's push it like a race car. Then they'll never know how bad it really is. Ah,
made it!
Yes, we did.
And look at this. NHRA actually gave us a display on the Midway. General Mayhem, Muscle Truck, Stubby Bob, Crusher Impala, and a couple Challengers that are our backup plan. We're here at the NHRA Lucas Oil Nationals in Brainerd, and it's a packed house in here, a lot of fans crowding around. So our challenge now is we got to put plugs in it again, fix some header leaks, and then at noon we have to get it to tech to find out if we fixed enough stuff that they'll actually allow it to run.
This is incredible. This is the biggest race I've ever been to. The zoo is massive. Everybody's here. Everybody's battling for points because this is really late in the season. And somehow, some way, NHRA said, yeah, show up in the middle of all of this with your leaking 6-cylinder out of 8 Jaguar and make some passes. So I'm gonna have fun no matter what, even if we suck once again.
NHRA Tech came by. We got away with a lot of stuff. We still got to put the neutral safety switch on the thing. We don't need the drive shaft safety loop, which is a whoo! And I don't think they really like my throttle return spring. But aside from that, we're gonna be good to go. He agreed this is gonna be the worst thing he's teched in 2 decades. So.
Setting records here. They are shorter. They're 2 inches shorter.
It's fully outside the lip.
So we might not be anywhere near it.
Might not, but we won't know that until we put lug nuts on it.
All right, let's go find lug nuts.
Okay, we got to go find lug nuts, then we'll have wheels and tires and pretty much be ready to run tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've got our new spark plugs in this thing and a couple new wires and everything, and it's running worse than it ever has. And we discovered why. In fact, this is a problem we probably had on the street. It is dribbling fuel out of this booster and these 2 boosters. way flooded. There you go. Still doing it. So we're pretty sure that the issue here is that this is the needle and seat that lets fuel into the carburetor bowl, and it has a little tiny seal that needs to go through that hole that lets the gas come in and then stops it when the float comes up. And we're pretty sure they're sticking and allowing the float level to get too high, and that's why it's running out the boosters. So we're gonna go wander the pits and try and find parts, because we have to do an autograph session in half an hour and race in an hour and a half.
So allegedly Bob runs, and Bob has parts we could use to replace these parts. And rather than just take Bob down the drag strip, we're gonna take these parts off of Bob's carburetors to fix the carburetors on the drag wire. It all makes sense if you really don't think about it. Sorry, Bob.
Okay, do you have a good one in your hand? And I do too. Okay. Fixed. Stealing parts out of Stubby Bob. You wouldn't think that would work, but so far it did.
Bob's a giver. Hello. Can I sign one of these for you? All right.
Thanks.
All right.
Did you guys get the drag wire running right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's ready.
Are you guys ready for this? We got the big match race here at BIR.
Oh yeah, we got brand new tires and all the leaks are fixed. This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I noticed no smoke. Great stuff.
Yeah, day's not over yet.
No promise.
Now, Leah was giving you some heads up on the staging process. Do you feel like you got it?
No, all I heard was blah, 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 pro tree, lights, don't screw up.
No, I think it'll be good. They were up here yesterday with the fuel cars running and everybody else, and you know, you put your first half moon on, and then the other person, in all sportsmanlike, puts their half moon on, and then you go in just nice and neat, if that's the way that we're gonna do it. And
She's saying don't double bulb her.
Are you going to double bulb her?
Well, I'll admit that was my plan for winning. Yes.
Guys, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hood pins are in. This is hardcore race prep.
This is gonna be awesome.
I know. Make it happen. Okay, after a little bit of bench racing, we've actually got Finnegan and Leah in the cars, and it comes down to this. We find out if we're going to embarrass ourselves or not. This is all about the fun, and it's really cool that Leah's in on it, but I hope Finnegan puts on a smoke show. All right, here we go. Just as a reminder, this is an NHRA national event. We've never before failed in front of this many people live.
All right, so there you go, the very refined Jaguar next to the brand new 392 powered Challenger driven by Leah Pritchett. First of 2 rounds.
Oh no, it just started running wrong. I hope it's not leaking.
He's gonna get treated so bad. Watch him roll through the bulbs.
The scoop is slightly obstructing my view of the Christmas tree. That is not an excuse.
all right, all right, all right.
All right, so Finn is pre-staged, and here comes Leah.
He didn't double bulb her. He's doing courtesy staging. She rolls in. Finnegan rolls in.
Okay, here we go. Oh no, she's pulling away from me. That was so close. That was actually a pretty close race for a little while.
All right, he made it down the track.
Man, that was an actual race! Look at that! 1267, 106. The Challenger was quicker, 111. Oh man, if he had actually treated her, he could have won that. Wow!
Oh my god, that was so fun. I just went down a drag strip at an NHRA national event. Incredible.
That was bitchin'.
Okay, I gotta say, we just won. That was amazing.
Well, we now have no supercharger belt, and the lower pulley is totally loose.
Did the blower belt come on with that thing?
My man.
What is the deal? And what's going on here?
The lower pulley's a little wobbly.
You know what that is, actually? It's the damper falling off.
The bolts could be loose. That's what I'm hoping for. The bolts could be loose.
So...
No, the balancer's fine.
No, it's not.
Is it moving? Oh, okay, we're done.
We're done.
This time on Roadkill, I get one pass at an NHRA national event.
Yep.
And then I break the car.
It is thankful that that balancer did not come off and bounce across the track. But I
don't know how thankful I am.
That was a victory. That was a win. I can't believe we ran 1260. Damn. Oh, but you did lose.
I want to go again. Here's what's happening. On my pass against Leah, this thing actually spun on the crankshaft, wadded up the inside of it. We had to get a new damper. It's on there now, but we don't have the right tool to install it, so we're bringing in the hammer. We have like 30 minutes. This was our crank pulley. This thing has 34 teeth. The one up top on our blower has 38 teeth. So basically the blower was spinning slower in relation to the engine speed, making X amount of boost. By flip-flopping them, we're going to speed up the rotation of the blower and cram more boost into our small block. Well, there's 10 minutes until this has to be on the starting line, and the problem we've now run into is we think we can get the balancer all the way on, but the bolt that was holding the old balancer snapped off in half, and it's still in the crankshaft. So we can't put a new bolt in there to hold our new balancer on.
Yeah, we got about that much thread engagement on the crank, so we're done. It was a valiant effort. So it's all over. This is where we're supposed to go. Aww. So we're racing challengers and we got to be there in 10 minutes. So rematch, right?
Yeah, rematch. We're going to get out here and get it done. You guys came all this way, so we're going to have some fun with these 1320s.
Yeah,
It'll be a little bit of change for me, you know, go from, I don't know what they'll run, but like go from that to 300 miles an hour.
Well, you're already qualified. Why don't you let him try it?
Yeah. Hey, keys are in it, brother. Hey, when you get out, just don't take the helmet off. You know?
Best day at work ever.
It's all good. Let's go have some fun.
Yep.
All right, brother. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
good luck to you guys.
I have a brand new Challenger here at my disposal. I don't even know what I'm doing. There's a Pro Tree, there's Matt Hagan in the other lane.
Man, I hate losing, so let's get this done. Let's make it happen.
I think I'm just going to red light and try to get a photo of me in front of him, at least briefly.
You know, we've been talking about the Roadkill guys, the fact that they're here this weekend. Well, the Jaguar apparently was unable to answer the call for round number 2.
All right, here we go. Round 2. Now I get to line up against Matt in brand new Challengers.
So this is it. Final matchup. It's going to be Hagan over here in the white one. Finnegan's in the purple one, which, by the way, is an experimental color.
Well, he already won the burnout contest.
He tried harder, yeah.
This is once in a lifetime stuff. I just burned him farther than Matt Hagan.
Finnegan won the burnout contest this time. He lost to Leon, Matt. There they go. Staged.
Oh, it was so late. What's he doing? Why am I winning this race?
No way! Finnegan won! Where was your boy? How did that happen?
Kill me, man. Kill me. What the hell?
We never do that. We won in front of all of these guys.
That's crazy. They're cheering. Like, there's thousands of people here cheering for friggin' Roadkill, dude. It's amazing.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Enjoyed
Me
it.
too.
I'm going to go get the other
Yeah,
one.
why don't you go race a real car? Man, that was awesome. We actually got the Jaguar down the track. Then he beat Matt Hagan, and then Leah hugged me. Win!
That was so fun. Oh my God, I won a drag race against Matt Hagan. And I shouldn't have, because I was dead late leaving the starting line, but apparently he took off in second gear, and I drove right by him. It was incredible. Where's Freiberg? I had to tell him about this.
I have to tell you, for me and Finnegan, this was one of the most fun roadkills to shoot ever. Why? Well, first of all, because Roadkill Nights is radical. We love that Dodge makes this happen for us. I mean, we close down Woodward Avenue in Pontiac, Michigan, and have street racing, which is incredible. And then it was so neat that we were able to dig up one of our oldest and most famous project vehicles, the Jaguar, and make it live again. And man, did that garbage fall apart in glorious fashion. But not before we were able to run it at an NHRA national event. Wrap your mind around that a little bit. I can't even believe that they let us do it. And you know what? Matt Hagan and Leah Pritchett were so cool, and so was everybody at NHRA. And you know what I just realized? In one episode of Roadkill, Finnegan out-drag raced both Leah Pritchett and Matt Hagan. What is the world coming to? That makes no sense whatsoever. This was an awesome adventure. Can we top it? You know we'll try, and you will find out on the next episode of Roadkill. Support companies that support Roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com.